Today is the feast day of Our Lady of Perpetual Help, a title of Our Lady very dear to many Catholics all over the world. As a visual aid, I placed the icon of Our Lady of Perpetual Help in front of our altar today. It's usually on the wall over by the sacristy. This is a Byzantine icon from the 15th century. And at first glance, I know that it can seem more or less the same as every other icon of Mary holding the baby Jesus. But there's one little detail about this icon which tells you right away that it's Our Lady of Perpetual Help. If you look closely, and if you can't see it now, feel free after Mass to come up and take a closer look. If you look closely, you see that Jesus' sandal is falling off of his foot. And as soon as you see a sandal falling off of the baby Jesus' foot, you know right away that you're looking at an icon of Our Lady of Perpetual Help. Why is this sandal falling off? Do you know the story? Did the nuns teach you when you were children the story of Our Lady of Perpetual Help? Well, if you look closely again, I'll tell you why, and now you'll know. If you look closely again, on the top of the image there are two angels, one on the left, one on the right. On the left you have Saint Michael, on the right you have Saint Gabriel, so two archangels, and they're both holding instruments of the Passion. Saint Michael on the left is holding the spear and the sponge, and on the right Saint Gabriel is holding a cross with 3 bars and several nails. And what's happening here is that the baby Jesus sees the instruments of the Passion, and he knows that they're meant for him. They're the instruments with which he's going to suffer and die. And as a young child, seeing that, he's so full of fear, he runs into the arms of his mother. And he runs so fast, because he's so afraid, that his sandal falls off in the process of running. And that's why every time you see the image of Our Lady of Perpetual Help, you always see that sandal dangling from the baby Jesus' foot. When the child Jesus felt fear, he ran straight into the arms of Mary. Now, if you were giving the homily today, what would you tell the people is the message of the icon? I think we all know, don't we? When you experience fear as a Catholic, what should you do? Run straight into the arms of Our Lady. Fear is a poison in the spiritual life. Do you know that fear can even be an entryway to evil spirits? Fear is a terrible thing, and yet lots of people are paralyzed by all sorts of fears. Fear of sickness, fear of financial difficulties, fear of rejection, fear of life not going well for your kids, fear of the future, fear of imaginary things that never come to pass. And each fear is like a little chain, a distinct chain with which the devil holds you in bondage. So what fear or fears are you struggling with in your life right now? What fears are the devil using to hold you in bondage? Whatever it is, or whatever they are, take them and run straight into the arms of the Blessed Virgin Mary, who is not just Jesus' mother, but our mother. You know, she didn't take away the instruments of the Passion. He still had to go through it. But she did take away his fear. She doesn't promise to take away our problems, but she does promise to take away our fears. Run to her, and you will find peace for your troubled heart. Our Lady of Perpetual Help, pray for us.